All right, this is crazy. The Xiaomi 17 series just went global, and now we're already talking about the Xiaomi 18 Pro. That's how fast this industry moves. And if this new leak is true, Xiaomi is about to go big with cameras. So here's what's happening. A well-known tipster, digital chat station, says Xiaomi is already working on the Xiaomi 18 series for China. And not just one phone. We're talking about 4 models: Xiaomi 18, Xiaomi 18 Pro, Xiaomi 18 Pro Max, and Xiaomi 18 Ultra. The Ultra might come a bit later, but the regular 18 and the Pro models could launch around September in China. Now, here's the part that made me stop. Dual 200 megapixel cameras. Yes, two 200 megapixel cameras on one phone. That's not normal. Right now, most flagship phones use one big 200 megapixel sensor at most. Xiaomi is planning to use 2, one for the main camera and one for the periscope zoom camera. So imagine this: your normal photos, 200 megapixels, your long-distance zoom photos, also 200 megapixels. That's serious power. And according to the leak, this isn't just for the Ultra model. Even the regular Xiaomi 18 might get a 200 megapixel sensor. That's huge because Xiaomi has been criticized for giving the base model weaker hardware in the past. But this time, they might be changing that. Let's break down the camera setup in simple terms. It could be a triple camera system. Main camera, 200 megapixels, periscope zoom camera, 200 megapixels, ultra-wide camera, 50 megapixels. That's a very strong setup. The 200 megapixel sensor mentioned is around 1/2.8 inch size. That's not the biggest sensor ever, but with Xiaomi's image processing, it could still produce very sharp and detailed photos. Now think about this. If both the main and zoom camera are 200 megapixels, zoom quality could be insane. Clear shots from far away, clean details, less blur, better cropping. That's Xiaomi clearly saying, we want to dominate smartphone photography. But cameras are not the only upgrade. The Xiaomi 18 Pro is also expected to use the new Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6. We don't have official details yet, but if it follows the pattern, this chip will be faster, more powerful, and more efficient than the previous generation. Better gaming, better battery life, better AI features, better camera processing. Basically, everything should feel smoother. And here's something interesting. The base Xiaomi 18 might get a slightly bigger display, around 6.4 inches. OLED panel, 120Hz refresh rate, 1.5K resolution. Let me explain that in simple terms. OLED means better colors and deep blacks. 120Hz means super smooth scrolling and gaming. 1.5K resolution means sharper than Full HD, but not draining battery like 4K. That's a good balance. If Xiaomi really upgrades the base model like this, that would fix one of their biggest complaints, because many people felt the base models were too similar to older phones. But now, it sounds like Xiaomi is trying to improve every model in the lineup. And let's talk about battery and design. The leak says there will be upgrades in battery and camera optimization. That probably means bigger battery or better battery life, faster charging, improved image processing, maybe a new camera design on the back. Xiaomi usually experiments with design changes every year, so don't be surprised if the Xiaomi 18 series looks different from the Xiaomi 17. Now, here's the big question. Do we really need two 200 megapixel cameras? Or would you prefer better battery life and cooler temperatures instead? Because sometimes more power also means more heat. But with the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6, hopefully efficiency improves too. This Xiaomi 18 Pro leak is early, but it's already exciting. And if this is just the beginning, imagine what the Xiaomi 18 Ultra will bring. Bigger sensor? Even better zoom? Stronger cooling? We're going to be watching this one closely. This is shaping up to be a serious flagship war, and Xiaomi just entered the ring swinging. Two 200 megapixel cameras, new Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6, upgraded base model, better display, possible battery improvements. That sounds like a proper flagship upgrade. But remember, this is still a leak. Engineering units can change, specs can change. Xiaomi can decide to adjust things before final release. Still, when a trusted tipster like Digital Chat Station talks, we listen. Now imagine this scenario. You're holding a Xiaomi 18 Pro. You zoom in 10 times, still sharp. You crop the image, still detailed. You take a night photo, bright and clean. That's the kind of experience Xiaomi seems to be aiming for. And if they price it competitively, that's going to shake the market, because Xiaomi usually undercuts competitors while offering similar or even better hardware. The only thing they need to improve consistently is software polish. If they get that right with this powerful hardware, it could be one of the best phones of the year. So now I want to know something. Would you actually care about two 200-megapixel cameras, or would you prefer better battery life and cooler temperatures instead? Because sometimes more power also means more heat. But with the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6, hopefully efficiency improves too. This Xiaomi 18 Pro leak is early, but it's already exciting. And if this is just the beginning, imagine what the Xiaomi 18 Ultra will bring. Bigger sensor? Even better zoom? Stronger cooling? We're going to be watching this one closely. This is shaping up to be a serious flagship war, and Xiaomi just entered the ring swinging.